if you can't stomach this, if you can't, if your portfolio can't handle this, if you're feeling like mentally unstable, things like this is what happens in crypto. And this is why crypto has opportunity, because not only does it go up tremendously, when it goes down tremendously as well. So if you can handle it, then it's just one of them things where you have to reevaluate if you can handle crypto. What's up, cool kids? FD White. So this is sort of an emergency video. Right now, Bitcoin is down $7,000 on the day, almost 6%. So this is one of the worst days that I've seen in a minute for the crypto market. We wanted God candles, but we didn't want the inverse God candle, and that's what we pretty much got today. So we're going to look at Bitcoin. We're going to look at the overall crypto market. But this is just not crypto specific. Stocks were also going down too. Indices were going down too. So it was a rough day for risk assets, and we'll talk about why. But first and foremost, I go by FD White. Welcome to the channel. Please make sure you like and subscribe if you find value in this video, and let's jump into it. Let's just jump right into it. So right now, Bitcoin, like I said, is sitting at 114,615, and we're down almost about a little over $12,000 from our top, coming in at 126,000. So what are we looking at for Bitcoin? This is what we want to do. We had key levels that we wanted to hold. We wanted to hold a weekly above $120,000. We got that. We wanted to just continue to hold that. I think that was our short-term bull indicator, that $120,000 level. We lost it, and we lost it convincingly. So now we have to look at other key levels that we need to reclaim in order to take our next steps, or take the steps back up to where we need to get for October to continue. So the first line that we're looking at is actually what we just touched on. We talked about this pattern. We talked about these patterns over and over and over again, this bull run, these bull flags that have been playing out. A lot of people call it the top, and then we come into some sort of massive consolidation bull flag type pattern. And this is just what happened with this one. So we came up in August, the mid-August, and we just been consolidating. Everybody saying the bull run was over. We got a nice pop coming up from about 108,877, and we broke out. We're all the way going all the way back up, or going all the way up to a new all-time high, coming in at about 126,000 and some change. And what do? We lost all these levels. These are just some of my trading levels that we were looking at. So don't really pay too much attention to them. I know it's kind of cluttered, but this is the main area that you want to look at. Look where we broke out at. We broke out here. Let me get my drawing tool. We broke out here. And this is our downward sloping trend line, our area of resistance that we broke out of. So now on a high time frame, the 4-hour, mid-term, high time frame, we broke out. Now it looks like we came back down to retest this area. So we got a small bounce so far. We came down to about 113,600. We did get a small bounce back up, but right now it looks like we're not going to hold it. It looks very, very weak, in my opinion. On a Friday too, this is, they took us up and then they take us all the way back down. So a lot of selling going on. Like I said, we'll look at some stocks. We'll look at a few more cryptos that are bleeding today. But all hope is not lost. It's just in the short term, I'm really, I want to step back, let the market tell, like, what I always say, let the market tell me what it wants to do. But we did lose some key levels, that $120,000 level that we wanted to hold up here. And then it's $116,000 level that we wanted to hold, because if the worst case scenario for me would have been to just stay in this range here, this 116 and 120. If we'd have just came back down below 120 and just stayed in this 116 and 120, it would have been a little bit better than what it is now. But we are holding this area. Seems like we might breach through here. If we come back down here, 110 possibly is on the table, and even going back to 102,000, which would be very bad, to be completely honest. Usually, if you break out of a channel, or if you reclaim some type of a channel, or some type of a what's the word, a range, if you come back into that range, the high probability of you going to the other side, the opposite side of that range, is very high. So we came back from the top of the range, so the probability of us going back to the bottom of this range is very, very high. So we want to continue to watch crypto. This market has been very, very, very different than the past cycles. We all thought October was coming. Seems like, the first day, like, this is weird to me. So September 1st, we got our low. Everybody says September's bearish. What happened September 1st? We got our monthly low. Everybody's like, October's bullish. October is bullish. So now, we're crashing right now. So even in real time, as I'm recording this video, we just came down to 111,930. We are down $10,000 on the day. So it looks like we are coming down to this first stop. we're going to continue to monitor it. It's been a rough day for crypto. Let's look at Ethereum. Ethereum is down 14%, down $630, down to about 37.40. XRP is at 238. Solana is back at 180. Wow. AVAX is at $23. Link is under $20. This is a very, very huge sell-off. And before we get out of here, let's look at stocks. Stocks did crash a little bit too. The Nasdaq went down 3.5%, S&P down 2.7%, the Dow down 1.9%. Gold, of course, is up 1.9%, but it did pull back from its highs at about $4,050 or $4,060. We even got the 10-year down. The 10-year is down 2%. So it's very wonky times right now. Nvidia is down 5%. Tesla's down 5%. So all across the board, these assets look like they are coming down, and we're just crashing. We're crashing right now. Like I said, it looks like we may hit this upper sloping trend line here that we started back at the end of August, where we had a touch here. We had another touch here. This is real time. This is happening in real time. So it looks like we may want to come here to about 109.8. We'll continue to watch. But this is coming off the back of all this, and we'll look at some other metrics. But today, the trade war is back. Stocks plunge on Trump's massive tariff threat. Fears of the trade war with China. So here we go again. But last time in April this happened, we knew that this was major opportunity. So we'll continue to watch this, and we have a lot of things happening. We have the government shutdown. We have now we have tariff war possibly back. Let's look and see what we have going on next week. More forexfactory.com. So Monday, like a lot of these things, they're still tentative. We supposed to have PPI coming out. We supposed to have core PPI next week. Of course, we're supposed to have some unemployment data, some job data that might not come out because of the government shutdown. So like I said, it's nothing that we can do but just sit on our hands and watch, unless you're trying to trade. And if you're trying to trade it, be careful. Be careful. Let's look at the crypto bubbles. Oh goodness, it just all red, pretty much all red on the board, except for COAI. That's the only thing that's up. It's up 25.3% today. So, I mean, like I said, Caspa is down 25%. This is crazy. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. So I think I might go live. I'm gonna let the market play out a little bit longer, see if we can find some sort of a short-term bottom, and then I'll be updating. But for the most part, we're gonna continue to watch this, and we're gonna continue to see how far these altcoins bleed. It's bad. It's bad out there. I'm not even going to hold you up. Can't be a bull right here. I cannot be a perma bull right here unless we start to reclaim some of these levels. Specifically 116. That's the first step we need to start to reclaim that $116,000 area, and then maybe we can talk about some other things. But just across the board, this is just a very, very, very bloody day. Welcome to crypto. It's been a very, very weird cycle, been a very, very tough cycle, and I think this is gonna wash a lot of people out, and I don't think some people are gonna come back, to be completely honest with you. And if you've never been in crypto, and if you've never had any days like this, a lot of people are still new to crypto. A lot of people haven't been washed out like this. A lot of people haven't experienced days like this. Will separate you from if you're meant to be in crypto, if you're not meant to be in crypto. Days like this will tell you if you can't stomach this, if your portfolio can't handle this, if you're feeling like mentally unstable or things like this. This is what happens in crypto, and this is why crypto has opportunities, because not only does it go up tremendously, when it goes down tremendously as well. So if you can't handle it, then it's just one of them things where you have to reevaluate if you can handle crypto. But like I said, this is just a widespread sell-off across the board, not just in crypto. Crypto is going to bleed harder, but also in stocks. So like I said, we'll continue to watch this, and I mean, we're just slicing through support levels right now. So we'll see how far we come down. We literally were just at 109. Now we're back at 112. This is crazy volatility. So be careful. If I were you, I would sit on my hands, not financial advice. Now we're back at 113. This is all while I'm recording. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully this is just, some forced selling, and then we can find some sort of an equilibrium a little bit later, and then I'll go live. And then we can see what we can do. So